Hey, what's up guys? It's Slikk. I'm back again with another video, and I just got back from my Comic-Con in my city, so don't get the wrong idea. This is not San Diego Comic-Con or something, massive like this. It's just for my city, which is an above average size city in North Carolina, which you may, when you think of North Carolina, think of like rural pastures and cows or something. I don't know, but in actuality, I mean, it's a pretty big state, and there's a lot of big cities popping up like Durham and Charlotte and anything like that. But anyway, that's totally besides the point. So I live in an above average sized city. We had a pretty good sized Comic-Con, a pretty nice sized venue. I don't speak in square foot. I don't even know anything about square footage, but it was big. It was a big Comic-Con. There was artists there and stuff like that. And it was pretty cool to see a lot of vendors, probably almost 10 comic book shops there, all, trying to get their own bid in for our money. And a lot of them were selling 50-cent comic books, like decent comic book, not just like total shit ones, although there were shit ones in there too. That's just the nature of 50-cent bins. But, I was really pleased overall. And this is the size of a con, even though I mentioned it's not San Diego Comic-Con. It's not as outlandish or anything like that. It was an awesome con, in my personal opinion, because, and I've said this before, at a certain point, once you get a con to a certain size, a Comic-Con very quickly turns into what I like to call a hipster con, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, don't get the wrong idea. But only so many people read comic books, you know what I mean? And I see San Diego Comic-Con, and like Call of Duty is there now every year dropping trailers, and like there's things that are okay if it's not just about comic books, don't get the wrong idea. Like the Walking Dead television show, for example, that's cool because it's based on a comic book, the show is, and a lot of comic book fans are into the show, and that's cool, okay? And then you get into, like DC and Marvel movies, perfectly okay at a Comic-Con. And then you get into like Teen Wolf, which is having panels. It's like, what the hell? I mean, you know what I mean? So it's great to see, and when I go to Comic-Cons, I want to buy comic books. I want to look at comic books. I want to look at comic book characters. Like, that's why I'm there. You know what I mean? So it was great to see a lot of people cosplaying as Harley Quinn. There was about 90,000 Harley Quinns there, which I was expecting. I think that's going to be the most, dressed Halloween costume this October for certain. But anyway, I'm going to get into my haul of what the comics I got. I got almost 40 comic books. I got a drawing as well, and I'll show you what the drawing is. I'll show that at the end. It's pretty damn cool if you ask me. And by the way, I got all of this for under $30. So once again, like I got, at one vendor, I got 16 comic books for $8. I mean, you can't beat it, right? And that's why I love Comic-Cons, once again, to buy comic books and, in drawings and t-shirts and other merchandise and stuff like that. Only thing I'm not really into in the comic book world is figures. You'll see all the figures that I own are on the back shelf there, along with water bottles and messy stuff. And I get them from Loot Crate. And Loot Crate has some great figures, in my opinion. The Han Solo Funko Pop came from Loot Crate. And also the Harley Quinn figure, the newest one, came from Loot Crate. That Batman one came from the DC, oh shit, how do I point my finger? There we go, from the DC fan crate that I got a few months ago. So anyway, let's go over the comic books that I got. This is my first time re-looking at them, and I bought so many that I probably forgot what I bought. Now, the first two I'm going to show you here, and I'll show you the drawing at the end, are actually from my one of the 3 comic book stores in my city that I went to after the con. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, this is a free comic book. This is Harley Quinn Suicide Squad Special Edition. I probably already own this, but anyway, that's cool. Okay, so, and then I also, at my comic book store, and then I'll get into the Comic-Con haul, I got this variant cover for Batgirl #1. Now, Batgirl #1, I have this design on a t-shirt, but it's in blue, and as is the cover on the actual graphic novel and the book and everything like that. And I just, whenever I see Batgirl, I buy it, like, instantly. And you'll see that, well, I just spoiled it, but one of my drawings is about Batgirl drawing. I have another one, too. And, so, yeah, I mean, all of the comic book stores in my area pretty much have no back issues besides, like, Batgirl, like, 29, for example, because I already own the whole series, so I don't need to buy it again. But, yeah, so whenever I see a variant cover or a Batgirl comic I don't own, even if it's not, good or whatever, I just buy it, especially Barbara Gordon Batgirl. Not just any Batgirl, but Barbara Gordon Batgirl or as Oracle. Any Barbara Gordon comic, I just buy it instantly. But anyway, that's just me. And she's really the only character that I'm like that with. So here's one of the 50-cent comics. It's Lex Luthor, Man of Steel, so by Brian Azzarello, who loves bat sex, so that's interesting. Usually, I said right after I saw The Killing Joke, I'm never buying anything from Brian Azzarello. For those of you who where he worked on The Killing Joke movie. And here I am. I bought it. It's 50 cents. Okay, come on now. Let's be honest. So there's that #1, and here is #2 of that. Again, I bought, this is $1 for both of these. I mean, you cannot beat it in terms of I mean, I was so ecstatic to see such great deals. Now, at first, when you walk in the door, you get all the, like the $200 Dark Knight Returns #1 and all this sort of shit. And then you go to the back, and then you get that good shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's my advice for go to the back. The stuff at the front, people pay a lot of money to get those spots. Okay. Now, these Blue Beetles are out of order, so let me organize them for you really quick. So, there we go. 18. A lot of Blue Beetle. So, I want to read Blue Beetle because he's in Injustice 2, of course. I feel like I should know about him. And I don't. I don't know much about the character. I'm reading Rebirth. Rebirth issue form was good. So, here's Blue Beetle number 13. This is from 2007, so this is not New 52. Even before that, there's 13. There's 14, so you're going to see I've got pretty much a whole run of, not the whole run, but, like an arc. 15, I love that title, Blue Beetle meets Big Blue, and that's what we see Nightwing refer to as Superman as well in Rebirth, and we hear him call that a lot, but Big Blue, that's a nice name for Superman. 16, 17, that's a nice cover. 18, here we see Team Up, we got Supergirl in the back. Few others, Teen Titans in the mix. Oh shit, sorry, they're about to fall off. 19, I don't know who that is. I think that's his friend, right? That's his little, not his girlfriend, but like one of his friends is the girl. Again, I don't know much about him, so about the character, so I look forward to reading it. And 21. So yeah, I was really happy to get that a whole arc and some. I mean, a whole arc is usually 6 issues, so got even more than that. So I'm really excited to get into Blue Beetle and learn about the character a little bit more. In terms of my weak spots in terms of DC knowledge, I think that I would say that Blue Beetle as a character, the Green Lanterns, the entire Green Lanterns unit, Space Cops, that's basically what the Green Lanterns are. It's not that I'm disinterested in it, but it's a tough thing to get into. It's very out there, of course, literally. And it's not the way I am with like Superman and like the whole Krypton unit, Superman, Supergirl, Superboy. I'll read it all. Green Lanterns to me is just like I'm scared to get into it. You know what I mean? So I have not read extensively Hal Jordan or Green Lanterns, and it's the only thing in Rebirth that I don't read. The Green Lanterns book or the Hal Jordan book, I don't read either of them. Not because I don't like it, just because I'm a little bit hesitant to get into it, and I don't know much about it. But that Blue Beetle is as a character, and there's a few others, of course. So yeah, like Sinestro, all of the Green Lanterns universe is not a strong suit of mine in terms of DC knowledge, but I'm working on it, and I'll try to read more Green Lantern. Okay, so here I've got a whole arc of Captain. Oh, there's 2. Here's 1. There we go. So something interesting I noticed about this Captain America run. This is it's rated PG, which is, I don't know what that means. Holy shit! I just noticed this. It's $2.99 in the U.S. and $5 in Canada. God damn, sucks to live in Canada. Okay, sorry, I don't want to say that. I know I have some Canadian viewers, but anyway. You can see here that this is a run of Captain America, an arc, and we have part 1 of 4, okay, part 2 of 4, and then the comic writer's like, oh shit, we can't finish it in 4, so then it says part 3 of 5, okay, part 4 of 5, you can see it down there, and part 5 of 5. So I have a full arc of Captain America. I don't know if it's any good. But there was some really old Captain America stuff at this store that I was not a stand that I was buying it from, a certain store. But I decided to go with some more modern stuff. So 2007 is definitely quite modern. Captain America is not one that I've, read extensively. But, of course, he's Captain freaking America. You can't go wrong. So I got Action Comics number 700, Superman in Action Comics. Double-sized anniversary blowout. So again, this entire comic book is 50 cents. I mean, you cannot go wrong with it. I just saw it and I was like, buy it. 50 cents for this whole and Supergirl's in it as well. I saw here in the first page. Get a quick shot of maybe she's not in it. I thought she was. Maybe she's not. Yeah, I don't see her in here. Okay, anyway. So, yep, 50 cents for 2 issues in one, basically. I mean, once again, can't go wrong with it the way I see it. Let me move these books here to the back. Alright, so let's keep going here. Let's keep moving along. So, I cleaned out the Supergirl back issues at this one store I was at. I don't really like her suit here, but that's okay. I like the New 52 Supergirl suit the best. So there's Supergirl 13. This is from 2007. So I bought a lot of the comics from that era, which is one of my, like, I love reading comics from that era because that's when I was first getting into comics around that time, like mid 2000s. Supergirl number 3, final night. Again, like I see Supergirl, I buy it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really think about it. Here's another issue of Supergirl. May 2007. So that's where I got a lot of these comics from. I like this costume much better for Supergirl. It might have been the same one here on the cover, but the art's not my favorite on that. Her face doesn't have much like I like more detailed, less cartoony art, but it's pretty good overall in terms of the art. So here we got 20. Now I wish that they had, I was looking for Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes. I was looking for like if I could get like an arc, like 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, something like that. But they really just had it sporadically. You see, I just showed you 20. Here's 21. But I bet you that I don't have 22. Oh, just kidding. I lied. There's 22 right there. Okay, shit. This is making me look stupid. Let's see if I have 23. See, and then I go to 24. That's fucking shitty. You know, so you get invested in the story. You read 20, 21, 22, and then 24. But that's all he had. So I'm not complaining. Once again, 50-cent damn comic books. You're not going to hear me complain. Even though I just was. But anyway. So, more Supergirl, Legion of Superheroes. Nice cover there. Who is that? Who the hell is this? Somebody tell me who that is. I don't know. I'll show it to you like. It's probably just some random Kryptonian bad guy that, some, expert knows, but not me. Here's, Team Superman number 1. Now, this book looked cool to me because, again, it's plus-sized. Once again, this book was on sale for $3, $5 in Canada. And I got it for 50 cents. You can't complain. And you've got Superman, Supergirl, Martian Manhunter I see in here as well. The Flash. Oh, shit, wrong way. There you go. There's Martian Manhunter and the Flash. So, can't go wrong with that. Team Superman number 1. Now, we're going to get into actually a really cool story, and that is Legends of the Dark Knight, which is Legend of the Dark Knight number 1 is the first Batman comic that I ever read. I'm pretty certain it's the first... Excuse me, sorry, my throat's getting dry. I'm pretty certain that's the first Batman comic I ever read. It was from 1989 when the Keaton movie came out. So they relaunched Batman in Legends of the Dark Knight. And I'm pretty sure that's what I have right here. So I decided to get some. See, this came out September of 1995. It started in 1989, number 1. And I still have number 1. I thought it would be worth a lot of money. It's not, so whatever. Here we go. This is an arc. It's called Engines of Legends of the Dark Knight, issues 74 and 75. So part 1 and 2, I was really happy to get that full arc. And then I have another full arc of Legends of the Dark Knight, which is, it's called Werewolf, part 1 of 3 here. And Legends of the Dark Knight, again, it's very much so, I wouldn't say inspired by Legends of Keaton Batman. I certainly hope not, because he kills people, which I don't like. But Werewolf number 2, sorry, the reflection. You can't see the artwork great, but, and here's part 3. So again, I was really happy when I could get a full arc. If I couldn't, I would still buy it, because they're only 50 cents. All those comics right there, 40 comics, I would say, maybe a little less, for $20, less than $20. So, very happy with that. Now I will show you the drawings that I got. I got all 3 of these for $10. The artist, I'll show you the first piece of art, which I absolutely loved. You can see here we have zoom. I think this art is awesome. This artist's style is not perfect. It's not mine, what I love or anything like that. I thought this artwork was very good. It reminds me of like graffiti work in a way, but here it was very good. And then I asked him if he had any Batgirl to see, and he did have Batgirl. So he has, this is like a full one. He would sell this for like $5, and then this for $3. But so the whole thing would have been $13. He just threw in the Batgirl card for me as a deal because the con was coming to a close and everything like that. And I wasn't gonna buy this because I didn't really want either of these because again, it's not my favorite artwork. It's not the worst either. First of all, she has green eyes, which really annoys me about Barbara Gordon whenever she has green eyes because, red hair and blue eyes is the rarest hair and eye color combination. And it's sort of symbolic of, Barbara Gordon, I think, is a very special character. She's in the top 1% of intellect and, of any, I guess mankind is a weird way to put it, but she's smarter than everybody. The point is, overall, she's just a very special, person. She can do things that most people can't, myself certainly included in that. So, yeah, green eyes, I don't know. I just don't like her with green eyes. And also, you can see just like it's too cartoony for me here. I don't like it. I like photorealistic art. But here, this art's much better to me. And also, she's in black and gold, which is my, preferred look for Batgirl as opposed to blue and the light gray, which is okay. It's better than purple, in my personal opinion. But, yeah, there's the art that I got. I got all this for $10, so I can't really complain. It was from a local artist, so I support, local business and that sort of thing. So that's my my haul from Comic-Con. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you did, feel free to give this one a thumbs up, and yeah, let me know if you want to see more comic book videos if you enjoyed this one. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.